Hey guys, welcome to another video. This is Ramesh for Passionate Internals. Today's topic is that Google has banned Huawei from using all its products. Before getting into the topic, I would say something that I'm going to divide this video into three parts. The first one is facts revealed. That does mean that the facts that has been revealed on online by the official sites. The second one is our thoughts about the facts. What would be the screen behind it? What would be the possibility why these facts happened? The third one is future. That means that if these events happens, what would be the future of the market or the relevant things? That would be the third part. Let's get into the video. Before getting to the next sector, I would like to clarify that what is this ban? This ban doesn't mean that the currently using phone will be get corrupted or lose its Android. It means that you will not get any further Android updates or any security updates. That's the ban means. So you don't be afraid that the phone which you are already using, but the phone you are getting now, if you are trying to get a P30 Pro, it's a great issue because P30 Pro runs with the Android 9. It will never get Android 10. It will never get a security update. Spending nearly $1,000, which is not going to getting any of the further utility from the company, it's just a waste. If this ban imposes, buying a Huawei phone is very dangerous. Now let's get into the next sector, the facts behind it. The facts behind it, what America claims that Huawei is maybe an agent working company of China, but in reverse versa, I have to think something because before a couple of weeks, the business analyst companies revealed that this quarterly was a downside for Apple. In this quarterly, Samsung dominates at the first. The Apple was in the second place. In this quarterly, the Huawei overtook Apple and became the second largest manufacturing smartphone mobile phone company. Does that mean Apple is doing something? If that, it's not possible because Apple and Google are rival companies in the market. If Apple is behind it, Google would not be supporting it. But the thing is, I suspect Apple, but it's not the true and it's not the fact. Of course, the second thing I want to talk about is there is no issues for their manufacturing, like chips and everything. Already, Huawei is using their own current chipsets for their all flagship mobiles, so they don't have any issue with using if Qualcomm or Intel bans them. The problem is what they are going to do for an alternate for the Android. Huawei claims that they are going to make a own OS, which is since Android apps are open source, so you can use the apps with any link to any OS. But is that possible? You have to make a great ambience and an ecosystem for the people who are already used to Android ecosystem. You have to make a great OS. It should resemble to be Android without making any copyright issues. And these things are a bit harder because Samsung has sensed it before 3 years that it may happen to them. So they made an OS that called as Titan OS, which was not at all a successful one, but they made an attempt. They have a tool to make it. They can do it. That's what they proved with One UI, which was the most complaining one against Samsung was the Samsung Experience OS. But they proved that they can do anything with the One UI and made a best OS skin. They made a best OS skin. But even Samsung has not succeeded with Titan OS. Is this possible? The next thing my mind is coming to is US banned Huawei since it's a Chinese phone and it's a Chinese government related phone. If so, Oppo is a Chinese phone, Vivo is a Chinese phone manufacturer, and OnePlus, who is so called as flagship killer and many people are buying it, is also a Chinese manufactured mobile phone, and HTC is a Chinese manufactured mobile phone. If they impose all of them with this ban on all those companies, what would happen? The smartphone market will be destroyed, and the only two companies would be surviving is so-called Google Pixels and Apple. Is that America trying to do that? Is this an act against economic war of China towards US, or is this an economic war of America towards China? That's a question arises, but no one has the answer except the people inside the Pentagon and the White House. But these are my thoughts. Maybe then if the negotiation makes a successful end, these thoughts are not relevant, but these are the thoughts which arises when this happens. The next section is going to be the future. If it happens, what would be the future? Let's get on. According to me, if this happens, the future would be possibly practically there would be only two mobile phone companies, one Apple, another Google. Google will be manufactured. That's why Google has made their own products, Pixel, and Google for adding more spicy for this. Google has launched this budget phone too, Pixel 3A, Pixel 3A. I think this is the possible future, or else there is a revolution. There should be happening a revolution in smartphone OS market. Either Samsung or Huawei has to impose a beautiful and an elegant OS against Android and destroy Android. Anything happens, if anything of this both happens, there will be a great change in mobile phone market, and it's just like an economic war. We hope that it doesn't anything of this happens, but if it happens, you have to be ready. For now, as my subscribers, I suggest you not to buy any Chinese mobiles till these issues get solved. If you are into the Android and you want to buy definitely an Android phone with a budget one, just prefer Nokia or Samsung, which are the two companies which are steady now with Google. They don't have any problems. They don't have an immediate problem with Google in the future. Maybe I don't even suggest Oppo or Vivo, because they might have an immediate problem, because Oppo is company which is an sister concern of OnePlus. OnePlus is also a most influenced company in China. Maybe US may get their eyes on OnePlus and Oppo and Vivo. So that's it all. If you like this video, just subscribe the channel and put a like and give your comment about my video making, and else what should I improve and etc. Till then, this is signing off from Aish for Passionate Nerds. Goodbye.